What's going on, Virgo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a phenomenal week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Virgo, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. Because it's your general energy weekly spread or something like that. We're starting to mix it up there, Virgo. I like that. You're inspiring something there. I'm with it. Nature my problem. But let's get back to you. Because with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Virgo. So Virgo, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as it makes sense for your situations, okay? Thank you. And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested, Virgo. But also down below are some links for some other readers that I like watching, so definitely go check them out. Nice, really great intuitive group, kind of bring you different sort of vibes there, Virgo, so hopefully you like them too. So yeah, go and show them some love. But let's get to your first card here. Alright, tapping into that Cancerian energy. You got the third card of Cancers here, which is the Constellations card. And with this card, this is a card of network, support, associates, gathered, meetings, socialize, organization, arrangement, a collection, exchanging data, influence, and in connection with, in a large amount or quantity. And the first thing that kind of pops out here to me, Virgo, is the arrangement aspect of it. And it feels like that maybe for some of us, we're trying to get these, interesting, Virgo. It's almost like that you're trying to get to this place where it's like you're almost like trying to work with the stars in the sense. It's like you're trying to get all these things lined up, trying to build that big constellation in the sky. This could be maybe we're working on this. Let me kind of ground that a little bit. This could be where maybe we're like working on building up maybe some type of business, or maybe we're getting on like a side hustle. Maybe we're thinking about our career choices as far as like, okay, I'm gonna start as this job or this position, and then by X amount of time I want to be at management. Then by next year I want to be, it feels like that we're doing this place where we're doing a lot of organizing right now, really kind of, because I feel like that with your ruler Mercury just entering Cancer, when I'm recording this actually a couple days ago, maybe we're in this more kind of sense of like we're feeling more kind of our intuition's feeling a little bit sharper. You're really kind of tuning into these feelings, and then it's almost like it almost feels like there's like this again, because the Mercury in Cancer is I feel like a very cool placement in the sense of like bringing that kind of head and heart, merging those energies together, really kind of making decisions from a very balanced place. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that if we haven't been feeling as in control as of, like as far as like what direction we want to take, this is a great energy for you to do some meditation, do some going within, maybe doing some journaling, maybe doing like writing up some ideas, maybe up on a whiteboard, or maybe making like a dream board, something along those lines. But I do feel like that it would benefit you, Virgo, just like for all of you, just like if we are just whatever dreams that we may be working on, just to have maybe some type of visualization, some sort of like some kind of marker, or some sort of some sort of something here, like a little extra, just as like just a reminder of what you're, so that you can stay in connection with your dream, you know, so that that is not so abstract, because that may be something too. Maybe maybe some of us have this really kind of large idea that's going down right now, considering that you know Saturn is in Pisces and that's going to be forming. That's their opposite sign of the zodiac, so that's putting you into some you're going to be a lot of depending on where your Virgo placements are at. There are going to be a lot of choices that are going to need to be made over these next few years here, Virgo, and you know whether this be either with people, or there'll be situations that are going to bring these energies about. But but for some others, you know, just something else to maybe think about with this, if we're kind of got something cooking up here. Maybe we're thinking in this energy where we may want to share this stuff, maybe do some networking, or, you know, let's say, like, for example, if we've been, maybe you want to start like maybe you've been fascinated with the stars and been wanting, you know, to find like a group to maybe talk about this with, to kind of just feed that passion, maybe, or something along those lines. This could be where maybe we start like a neighborhood kind of like star. Ooh, wouldn't that be lovely, Virgo? Go have like a few cars kind of drive out to the, I don't know, to wherever you get like less light pollution, and go sit under the stars, and maybe bring some telescopes. And that's fantastic, Virgo. Look at you. I hope if that's part of your dream there, Virgo, sign me up. I'm with it. Let's go ahead and yeah, Virgo. That's okay. Hold on. Let's get some because that actually just opened up a lot there, Virgo. Let's get some tarot on this. Get some more details. All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo. So you got the Eon card here. Nice. The Eight of Wands. Okay. So you have the Eight of Wands, the Prince of Disc, the Adjustment card, or the Justice card, Libra, and then the Two of Cups. And with this energy here, Virgo, you know, the Prince of Disc in this deck, you know, he's my card of, you definitely, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But I feel like it's more so in the sense with that slogan, it's more like getting this thing down on paper here, you know, figuring out what the finish line's kind of looking like, you know, when we're at, you know, by this amount of time, I want to be channeling energy towards X. You know, I feel like it's being really intentional with your growth here, Virgo, and thinking about, again, what ways do you want to expand and grow, and because this could be too, Virgo, you know, with the Eight of Wands, I feel like it's going to be one, maybe we've been in this place where I feel like as we're building this dream, it's like maybe we've been thinking about trying to move this thing along here, Virgo, but it feels like that. I feel like it's one of those things that once you get like because maybe, I'm not sure, Virgo, it's like if we're looking for like a clear, or it's like once we set a clear intention, then I feel like it's then the universe is going to start balancing some things out here, and things are going to start moving a lot faster. But let me get a little bit more on this Adjustment card. Because maybe with what this dream is, maybe this is something, because just think with Libra, dealing with relationships. You know, this could be something, or in relationships, not just in love, and basically be in business, just one-on-one relationships. You know, this could be something where maybe maybe we've been kind of kicking it solo here, or something along those lines, and maybe there's a need to kind of broaden, and maybe this, let me see, let me finish getting up these clarifiers here before I get a little more into that. Let's see what else I got here, Virgo. Interesting. A lot of Princess of Disc and Star energy going around here. I'm with it because you got the Princess of Disc, the Star, and the Three of Wands here, Virgo. And yeah, it almost feels like that maybe for some of us, maybe we've been trying to rush this thing, been trying to move this change along here, get things faster. But I feel like that, Virgo, as long as we're in this place of you where your intentions are clear as far as like where you want to go, where we feel that this is like, yeah, this thing is going to fulfill us, this is going to, because the star card is almost like it's like almost like a seed card to me, in a sense of like it's getting ready to become that sun energy. It's like first it's like we get that idea, then we take it through the moon phase, and then we get to the sun towards the end. And then that leads to our transformation here, Virgo. But it's just like, I feel like this is something, considering, depending on whatever this is, that I'm not sure. It's interesting, Virgo. It's like whatever we're starting up here. I feel like with the Two of Wands or excuse me, with the Princess of Disc and the Two of Cups here, it's taking that energies and just nurturing this thing, really pouring all of this stuff. Seeing how, if you're starting up a business, just like if we've, see, I'm not a big business expert here, Virgo, but it's like, okay, so we've gotten the brand. Okay, so how are we selling this stuff? It's like, are we hitting out, like, are we doing like email blast, like social media? You see how I operate, but are we sending you know like things on like the internet, or maybe we can kick it old school. Maybe we're posting some. I mean, especially if you're starting up like some kind of star group here, maybe this is like posting stuff around the neighborhood, but it just feels like that there's something here about just doing this thing and taking it just like a step further, putting more into it. And maybe if we're not sure what that extra is, connecting with someone, maybe finding a teacher, find someone who can maybe bring a more balanced approach, or just like a different perspective maybe into the mix here. Or, no? All right, Virgo. Yeah, I hope that made sense. Yeah, interesting start here. It's just like the more we talk about it, it's like the bigger it got here. Very, very fascinating. But let's get another oracle in the mix here. Thank you. Interesting. Jim and I got this card too. You got the fourth card of Libras here, which is a yoga card. And with this card, this is a card of contemplation, deep breath, centered, go within, steady, balanced, relax, take a break, inner child healing, meditate, time alone, balance chakras, reflection, wellness, and rest. And the energy that's sticking out here, Virgo, is the meditate. And I feel like that this is something where the Three of Wands for me in this deck, it's really, with it being a card of virtue, it's like I feel like it's the things that you really hold dear to your heart, and it's how do we take those things and really manifest that stuff? How do we bring stuff from the stars and bring and ground it, And that's where I feel like this energy is trying to get you to take your stars and bring them to the earth, really kind of pour that energy into this thing, and seeing what grows, how this, because you see this empty grove behind her, that she could do so much with this energy that she's bringing here. And I feel like this could be something with the Aeon card. This is Pluto energy. This could be something where this could lead to a transformation for you, Virgo. But it feels like that the energies are I feel like on paper, it's like we understand things. It's like I feel like we're in a very Nine of Pentacles energy, where it's like we're this idea or whatever this is that we may be working on or arranging right now. I feel like we understand the steps that it takes to get there, but it just feels like that there's a heart that needs to be put into it as well. And it's not that you don't love what you're doing, but it just feels like that it's the Nine of Cups aspect that's I feel like it's coming down. You know, when our game plans may not be working at first, when they may not be going as fast, you know, like with the Eight of Wands, you know, Prince of Disc energy, when they're not going as fast, it's just like, how do we keep that balance, that cool, where it's just like, okay, you know, this is all divine timing. You know, I've done, you know, if it's very interesting energy here, Virgo. Let me get some tarot on this, get some details. There's your ruler. I'm with it. And you know what? I like that too. That tower there, that's what's up. I'll tell you why in a second, brother. Let's see what we got here first. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Because you have your ruler, the magician, Mars, the tower, the princess of swords, the 10 of wands, and then the 6 of cups here, Virgo. And it feels like with this, because when you get, especially I feel like once you get, like, you know, when we're getting tower and eon card here, because this would be the judgment card, and it feels like that there may be a lot of change that's happening right now, and maybe it's either things, or maybe it's a weird flux here, Virgo. It feels like either things are happening faster than we wanted to, or things aren't happening fast enough here. But either way, it's leading to this frustration, you know, this feeling of like of out of control here, that we're trying to, you know, whatever we do to try to get into balance, it just kind of throws things off a little bit. And I feel like that if things have started, we're noticing that it's starting to get into this chaotic space, you know, where, because Princess of Swords, she's the type that once her head gets going, I mean, I mean, her card looks like a war zone sometimes. There's a lot going down here, but a lot of that stuff, Virgo, is happening in the mind, you know, Magus energy, the magician. And I feel like we, especially yours being ruled by Mercury, we do want to be mindful of our thoughts and things. Make sure that we're taking time out to do more pleasurable stuff for ourselves. Do some recreational things. Maybe we're going to a park. Maybe we're doing some deep breaths, some yoga. Maybe we're venturing in the woods, whatever that's looking like. But we do want to be mindful, because the 6 of Cups gets into weird territories here. Because in this deck, you know, after 6 of Cups, we're getting into 7 Cups. And the 7 of Cups for me is like a prelude to a devil moment. We start getting into debaucherous behavior, vices, things along those lines. So, you know, I almost feel like for some others too, that maybe we're just thinking about a change. There's a wanting for a change, and it's just like we're not sure maybe what aspect that we want to grow, with Saturn being, with this 10 of wands, Saturn in Sagittarius on this card. And again, if you feel that's just like you got all this energy, all this heat, but we can't seem to find the cause. You know, again, this could be something where maybe we're networking with some other people. You know, Gemini, or the Magus card being about communication and things. You know, maybe talking about this stuff, but these frustration, these fears, this But I will, I will say, Virgo, I do feel like that this is one where, again, this is going to be a good energy for just doing some meta, especially with your ruler being in Mercury for these, or your ruler being in Cancer for these next about week and a half or so. Really be just kind of go within, ask yourself these kind of deep questions, like, what does my heart desire? What do I want to change? And be honest with that, Virgo. You know, because really, Death, or Tower card and Eon card, yeah, both are very strong. Both, you know, Tower rules over Aries and Scorpio, and Pluto's the modern day ruler of Scorpio. And, you know, a lot of change and a lot of need for action here. And I don't feel like this Tower moment necessarily is something that's happening to you, but this could be I do feel like if we keep this thing bottled up and we maybe try to, I'm not sure, like maybe try to force something to happen to force a balance, it, could lead to a weird tower moment. But I feel like this is more so like a change that we're going to need to do, Virgo, that you're going to need to acknowledge and take these steps and manifest this stuff. And the thing with the Magician card, there's this little ape over on the side here. And he's supposed to represent like the criticisms that maybe even the others or even sometimes ourselves that we may tell ourselves to bring our down to doubt our growth and things. So just be mindful of that as well, because that is something that a stigma of your sign, or like a generalization that on the lower vibration, that Virgo energy can be overly critical. But it's for that, I feel like it's for, because you're trying to seek that balance, seek that perfection, that purity in your dreams and your lives here, Mark. All right, Virgo. Let's get your last card here. Oh. I love it, Virgo. Now we're following our heart here. Now we're feeling inspired. You got the first card of Leo's here, which is the Knight card. And with this card, oh, and actually, okay, hold on. Let me talk about this first, and I'm going to talk about Mars, because I just thought about that. So with the Knight card, this is a card of confident, heroic, messenger, fearless, assertive, passionate, fighting spirit, persevering, chivalry, honor, determined, obeying orders, brave, daring, strong, and champion of a cause. And the thing that I'm so excited about, Virgo, especially if this is something where if we're thinking about, if we're trying to piece together something big, something constellation heavy here, trying to create, your constellation, Virgo, trying to create the highest vibration of yourself. I feel like how these energies are about to line up for you for these next couple of months here is going to be really nice, because you'll have Cancer, your ruler being in Cancer, getting the energies, getting your tune with your feelings, your passions and things. And then we transition that into Leo energy, which is going to really kind of fuel that, really get you in that creative space. You know what I mean? And then couple that with when Mercury enters Leo, your ruler, Mars is going to be entering your sign, Virgo, and that's a hot placement for Mars to be. I feel like that's going to be very efficient energy for you to really get stuff done, to really start manifesting like how you want to really start bringing some change here. So be thinking about this stuff, Virgo. If you have any sort of like passions that you want to pursue, or things that we've been even starting that we just want to keep going along here, this is a time of just like, you can be in a very creative kind of innovative space. Take that genius analytical mind there and take take all those fanciful maybe thoughts that we feel that we may have, and then ground this stuff here. Let's get that lust for life back here. Let's find that thing that's going to get you riding into the sunset, or riding out on the sunrise, greeting the sun. Ready to tackle the day here. But let's get some tarot on this. All right, there we go, Virgo. We got Ten of Pentacles. We got that's your ruler in your sign. I'm with it. And we're getting things to completion. Look at this Virgo species. Everything's already starting to pan out nicely here. All right. All we gotta do is trust our intuition. I'm with it. Nice. Oh yeah, Virgo. The thing's about to start cooking up here, because you got the Priestess with the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and then the Ace of Swords here. And then let's go ahead and switch back over here, Virgo. Because I like this, Virgo. You really are. I mean, manifestation is hot. I feel like it's really, the energies are really starting to evolve in a way that I feel it's, pay attention to your ideas, your thoughts, and where your head's at, for things. If you got some stuff that you've been trying to arrange here, that you've been cooking up, pursue those things. And even if you've just been thinking about, maybe we don't have a clear picture yet, but we've just been thinking about our foundation and some areas that we want to feel a little more kind of whole in, feel that maybe we've done like a recent check-in here, and it's just like, it's not that we're not, and I don't feel like that is necessarily that we're disappointed, Virgo, but it's just like that. It's like, what does that next step look like? You know, how can I take this thing and maybe bring about, again, some change? Maybe it's been maybe kind of like the same old, maybe this is something too, you know, maybe we've gotten in just with all this with that Libra energy, maybe we had gotten into a place where we just wanted to stay comfortable, because Libra energy sometimes can be indecisive, you know, where it can be a little unbalanced, or not unbalanced, in the fear of risking, you know, getting imbalanced, you know, they won't make a decision. It's just like, we'll just stay, the energy just stays kind of stagnant, or just like, and it's not like that we're missing out on opportunities, Virgo, but it just feels like that maybe for some we just might even need to shake things up a little bit, just kind of go for stuff. Like, very, very interesting here. Let me get a little bit more on this priestess energy here. But your intuition is, because that's Cancer's ruler, the moon, and it feels like there's a need to really kind of trust your intuition, you know, really listen to those gut instincts, to how something makes you feel, and if you like the idea of something, like, see where that, let me get a little bit more on her. Lunar shenanigans, I tell you, this high priestess. Here. Let's see what else we got here, Virgo. With the priestess here. Alright, so the priestess is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Four of Disc, and then the Hanged Man here. And you know, yeah, I feel like that it's taking these, if you've been, I don't, it's like if you've been feeling something strong here, Virgo, that you've been wanting to, that would make you feel, I don't know, make you feel more confident, make you feel more stable, would bring you kind of like this peace of mind. Maybe we've been thinking about how can we bring more just kind of ease to our lives, you know, more balance, more, you know, with the Hanged Man, especially when we think about like these kind of big dreams, maybe if this is something that's resonating with you, the Hanged Man is a Neptune energy, and I'm kind of excited about, Neptune's going to be going retrograde in a couple days here, and I feel like that's going to really lead the energy, and you know, again, it's happening in Pisces, but I feel like that's going to lift the veil in a way that, you know, because Neptune can deal with like mysteries and things, and the Hanged Man is thinking about things from a new perspective. And so I feel like that we're gonna need to get kind of creative here, Virgo. I feel like over these, just in general, you know, honestly, for just like the next couple decades, we really are getting ready to get into like the age of Aquarius, and things are really gonna start, star card, things are really gonna start taking off here. And if we've noticed that we've been just kind of like, if things haven't been going a certain type of way or something like that, Virgo, it's very interesting with this Hangman. Can I get one more with the Hangman? Ha! Interesting. Hanged Man is clarified by the Lust card here. And I feel like it's just being mindful of where we're channeling our energies right now, Virgo. If this thing doesn't get you pursuing passions right now, you know, finding that balance, that just something, there's something here about following your heart about something, Virgo. If you got like trust your intuition. I'm not saying like we're quitting a job or anything, but if you've been if you've been thinking about travel, for example, go somewhere, see what that means. If you've been thinking about, maybe you've been wanting to ride, I don't know, she's doing a lot, maybe not this chimera, but maybe we've been wanting to ride some horses here, ride horses at dawn. See what that's about. Like, just like, I feel like you're in a very kind of like an explorative type of energy right now. It's very creative energy. Cancer, Libra, Leo. I hope that makes sense, Virgo. I think I'm going to leave that there, but last thing with that Knight card, there's the fighting spirit. It's kind of sticking out, and I feel like that again, there just feels like that maybe there's a fire, or that there's something here that's been kind of that's just wanting to come out, Virgo. That's wanting to need some air to breathe. I'm not sure what that is, but do some meditation. Sit with that. You know, it's I feel like that this can bring you to higher perspectives here, but I think I'm gonna leave that there. But if anything resonated with you, found a little nugget of wisdom in there, Virgo, give it a thumbs up. Share this thing. You know, if you know someone who's maybe kind of got something cooking up, or maybe we're doing some networking, or maybe we need to go on a spiritual retreat, Virgo. Maybe there's, and not like, you know, necessarily that we're paying for anything. This could be, again, going to the woods, maybe just sleeping under the stars for, that might be kind of nice, Virgo. Just something like that, but, getting back into your reading. Share this, and then if you haven't, subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified when I release videos each week. And then, you know, maybe something helping with your yoga session. I'm on this meditation app, Insight Timer, and I started a group on there called Zodiac's Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group to post like positive affirmations, encouraging messages, things along those lines. And then as the group grows, I can post different meditation videos, and like just like things that we can maybe listen to all together, just kind of meditate as one, really kind of come together like constellations, you know. Isn't that lovely? But interesting. You know, now that I said that, if you stuck around here, I just had another little thought here, Virgo. This could be something where some of you may be, you could be almost like a, because I tell this to Aquarius sometimes, where there's just like they're all about the collective, you know what I mean, and that networking thing, and it feels like that maybe, Virgo, you can be not maybe, you can definitely be this energy of maybe where you're becoming this focal point here, maybe kind of getting into your maybe like a leadership type of role here, Virgo. Maybe this is something where it's like where I was saying you were looking for a teacher, maybe you're becoming a teacher, Virgo. Maybe this is something where you're rising up, you're feeling confident in your energy, and it's time to be that center star that's in kind of help form something beautiful here, Virgo. I'm not sure what that is, but right. Little extra there for you, Virgo. And then lastly, because you guys like got a little hot ticket over here to come to my other channel. Not that you need one, but if you have any Cancer with your placement, because the moon is our ruler, if you have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to my other channel, the Charity and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. Absolutely discuss lunar shenanigans. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here so I can get you out of here. You got the Knight of Wands, Virgo. And I like that. With Knight of Wands, Hanged Man combination. Because one of my things about the Knight of Wands, I'm about to get your Oracle card here in a second. But the Knight of Wands, he's got a lot of passion. He's got a lot of heat that he can bring. You know, the Knights in this deck represent fire. Wands represent fire. It's a fiery part of fire. And so I think that's the Ace of Wands he's holding in his hands. I mean, he means business. But I feel like that when that passion, all that heat doesn't have guidance, doesn't have direction, then it just ends up to this place where it's just burning and burning and burning, and we're not getting anywhere. It's the quickest way to end up in a Hanged Man situation and a tower, or a tower. Excuse me. But it's just effort, and all that energy is just saying that let's just switch things up a little bit. Let's get that energy a little more focused there. Get a little more. Let's tune into what our intuition is telling us. Is this really what feels good? What's where we want to be at? But let me get your Oracle card here. But when he does find that thing, Virgo, Knight of Wands, he ain't nothing gonna stop him, you know. And that's where I feel like that for some others, absolutely. Oh yeah. Ooh, little bonus here, Virgo. Ooh, and I got two things to say, because you got the birth. Oh, whoa, come on, Virgo. You got the birth card and you got the create card here, both upright, and so you are in one with the Princess of Dis. Look how pregnant she is. You've given birth over here, creating all this Leo lust. Virgo, if we're thinking about babies. You know, this could be a great time to manifest a nice little happy family. You got your Ten of Pentacles here. You know, might be something to think about, Virgo. But if not, let's be mindful. But, I mean, also, Virgo, this is beautiful in a sense of like, I mean, you are in, I feel like, a heightened sense of manifestation right now. And this is what I mean. The energies are hot, you know, to create whatever it is that really, whatever is feeding you, you know, like whatever would fulfill you, you know, bring you. I love it. I did. I thought I had more words for that, other than no. I freaking love it. So, go out there, Virgo. Manifest your dreams. You know, follow where your heart is taking you. See what is born and nurture the hell out of that thing, Virgo. See what beauty that can bring, because that's exactly what we could use in this world. Just more create. I love that they got this. Look at that. The just got the cosmic egg in your hand. You're in your Kundalini energy, and it's just like, because you're. I love it, Virgo. I'm gonna leave that there. That's fantastic. So you stay safe out there with all this lovely energy, you know, and think about this stuff, Virgo. Raise your vibration through the roof. Take some time, meditate, you know, do some, because especially got all that Libra energy, you know, Four of Swords, you know, because that's one of Libra's cards, Jupiter in Libra, thinking about your fortune. But yeah, do some self-care, maybe do some creative things for yourself, maybe do some paintings, you know, whatever that's looking like. Anything get you in that heightened state of in whatever your intuitive space looks like, Virgo. And I will catch you. Pay attention to what's born there. On the next one later.